friends, welcome to Dr. Usman's Edu Friends. How are you all? Hope you're all doing great and good at home. Friends, today we will be talking about job opportunities for PharmD passed outs in pharmaceutical industry. The pharmaceutical industry sector also provides good job opportunities for PharmD postgraduates. The various fields related to the pharmaceutical industry in which a PharmD postgraduate have a good prospects are pharmacovigilance, clinical data management, drug regulatory affairs, medical advisor and medical writing. Let's have a look at them. The first one is pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance is considered as a most promising career option in recent times for PharmD postgraduates. Pharmacovigilance is a pharmaceutical science that deals with the collection, detection, assessment, monitoring and prevention of adverse effects. This subject is being taught in 4th year of PharmD syllabus. There are more than 160 to 170 pharma industries in South and North India like around Delhi, Bangalore and Hyderabad that are recruiting candidates for pharmacovigilance department. A fresh PharmD postgraduate can start a career in pharmacovigilance department as a trainee, and after training they will be recognized or designated as pharmacovigilance drug safety associate. The main role of pharmacovigilance drug safety associate is that they play a wider role in assessing the risk and benefit of pharmaceutical prescribed. That is, they will be mainly focusing upon the adverse effects of the pharmaceutical products. After that, they are promoted as senior pharmacovigilance and drug safety associate, followed by team lead, then assistant manager, senior manager, general manager, head of the pharmacovigilance department, associate vice president, and finally the director of pharmacovigilance department. In around 8 years, an individual can reach a team leader position. After 6 to 7 years, they will be entering into management field where they will be becoming the assistant managers. And if we talk about the salary, then it depends on the place and the company. Initially, the salary will be around 16 to 20,000 per month. Moving on to the second job opportunity for PharmD postgraduate in pharmaceutical industry, that is clinical data management. The term clinical data management itself suggests that this sector manages the clinical data. Where do we get this clinical data? Soon after the completion of clinical trials, the collected clinical data, which is in the raw form, is not confined to a particular format. So the complete raw data from the clinical trials will be sent to this clinical data management department. In this clinical data management department, various sectors work in combinations to make sure that the data is collected, managed and reported. It is done clearly, accurately and securely. The designation called SAS programmer or statistician is a position which a PharmD postgraduate can get after doing a diploma like clinical SAS programming. A PharmD postgraduate who enters into clinical data management field initially enters as a data designer, then becomes data entry operator or data validator, then promoted as data manager and next becomes team lead data manager or head of the data management department. The starting salaries in clinical data management department will be from 15 to 20,000. After this, PharmD passed outs have their opportunity in pharmaceutical industry as drug regulatory affairs associates. The drug regulatory affairs department is gaining importance in India, and it is a profession which is developed by governments to protect public health by controlling the safety and efficacy of pharmaceutical products. So to maintain good public health, the government directly developed this sector. A PharmD postgraduate can enter into this sector as a drug regulatory affairs associate or drug regulatory affairs associate specialist. The main role of this drug regulatory affairs associate is to check whether the pharmaceutical industries are following the regulations or not and are complying with the safety and efficacy of the product as per the regulations laid down by the government. Regulations such as GMP, CGMP, that is good clinical practice, good management practice or good laboratory practice, etc. After drug regulatory affairs associate, next position is senior regulatory affairs specialist or regulatory affairs associate. Then next is regulatory affairs manager or director of regulatory affairs. So from here managerial level begins, and in the mid level they will be promoted as senior regulatory affairs specialist or regulatory affairs associate level 1 and 2. After which they can either proceed as complaints officer or complaint specialist or complaint analyst, next senior complaint specialist or associate director of complaint. From there they will be becoming director of complaints, and from here either they can enter as documentation specialist, that is level 1, then documentation specialist level 2, 3, then documentation specialist senior or head complaint specialist. Salary of the person again will be depending upon the company. It will be somewhere around 15 to 25,000 per month. Moving on to the fourth opportunity for PharmD postgraduate in pharmaceutical industry is medical advisor. The main role of medical advisor is to provide technical information and pharmaceutical knowledge to the marketing people. This facilitates knowledge transfer between medical community and companies. A PharmD passed out can work as medical advisor, and it can act as a bridge between the industry or company related people or industries and medical community people, that is doctors, physicians, etc. So they will be acting as a bridge between these companies or industries and medical community people. The salary will be again depending upon the company, and it will be somewhere around 15 to 20,000 per month. The last opportunity for PharmD passed outs in pharmaceutical industry is medical writing. Medical writing involves the development and production of print or digital documents that deal specifically with medicine or healthcare. The profession of medical writing calls for knowledge in both writing and science, combining a writer's creative talent with rigor and detail of research and scientific process. With the constant advancement and innovation in medicine and healthcare, the need to communicate about research findings, products, devices, and other services is growing. Medical writers are increasingly in demand to convey new information to healthcare professionals as well as the general public. Depending on the position and scope of their duty, medical writers are involved in communicating scientific and clinical data to many audiences, from doctors and nurses to insurance adjusters and patients. They work in a variety of formats, including traditional print publications to electronic publications, multimedia presentations, videos, podcasts, website content, and social media sites. Medical writers often work with doctors, scientists, and other subject matter experts to create documents that describe research results, product use, and other medication information. They also ensure that documents comply with regulatory publications or the other guidelines in terms of content, format, and structure. Medical writers are also key players in developing applications for mobile devices that are used in multiple ways, such as disease management, continuing education and training, medical references and information gathering, and practice management and monitoring. The expertise and contributions of medical writers and editors can be found throughout the medical community. Examples of their work include abstracts from medical journals and medical conferences, advertisements for pharmaceuticals, devices, and other products, advisory board summaries, continuing medical education materials, decision aids for patients, and much more. PharmD passed outs can become scientific medical writers. They enter as trainee. After the training period, they will be designated as medical writer. They can go two ways. One is in the publication side, another one is in regulatory side. After medical writer, they become senior medical writer. Then they become lead medical writer, following assistant manager, manager senior level, general manager, head, associate, vice president, and director. This is almost similar to pharmacovigilance department. And the starting salaries for medical writers will be around 15 to 20,000 per month. Hope this video is informative to you all. We will meet again soon with another informative video. Thank you.